Innovation drives the world forward, and startups are often where the biggest changes begin. Welcome to Startups Unplugged, where we talk about the different sides of entrepreneurship. Let's dive in.
Hi everyone, I'm Neeti. I'm one of the interns in the Startup Center here in Edge Farm. Today we're getting to know one of the startups that are participating in the Mozart Bootcamp that we're hosting. So let's jump into the basic question. What are your names, your titles, and a brief description about your startup?
Hello everyone, I'm Helin and the CEO from Healink.
And I'm Matthias, the CTO.
We developed LifeSense, which measures blood sugar non-invasively, so no needles, no pain.
Ah, that's great. What has been one of the hardest part of your solution when you pitch?
So by far the technology, I think, because it often resulted in why we can do what others can't. And we try to explain the solution as simple as possible, but to capture really the trust of the investors or the customers, we not only have to be convincing, we also have to really show that it works.
What is one conviction about building a startup that you've completely reversed after starting Healink?
At the beginning, I thought having a groundbreaking idea was enough. But I've realized execution, timing, communication, and networking clearly are often more important than the tech itself. Even the most innovative health tech won't succeed if people don't trust it, understand it, or see how it fits into their lives.
What's the last feedback that you got that hurt a little?
Well, we got compared to Elizabeth Holmes. Elizabeth Holmes is the woman which wanted to measure a lot of different stuff and different tests from blood, but it all turned out to be a big hoax and a big scam. These public trust issues are why we want to make our data publicly available for especially from our medical trials, so to make sure that everybody can trust us and there's not the same issues rise again as with Elizabeth Holmes.
Does it also count as one of the obstacles when you introduce your startup to people? Like the misconception that you receive?
Yeah, I think so. So trust is generally a very big issue in the medical industry. The people have to trust you. And yes, you have to have a lot of data. And to get the data is quite expensive. So it's an issue itself.
Okay, now I have a hypothetical question for you. If a pharma giant came to you tomorrow with an acquisition offer, what would make you say no?
We want to make our device accessible to as many people as possible. The reality is that many pharma companies are more focused on profit than on patient care. If an execution meant limiting our product's availability or prioritizing profit over the well-being of individuals, we would have to say no. Our mission is to bring affordable, non-invasive health solution to everyone.
That's great. I have a follow-up question. Would you ever consider an acquisition offer if it came with like full independence?
I think we would think about it, but still we would have someone in the back always telling us to be more profitable or to do this and that, and we don't really want that. So we want to at least have a big part of the company ourselves.
It's good that you have your motives clear.
Yeah.
Our mission is clear. We want to stay out.
Yeah, it took a long time to discuss what everybody wants in the team. We are four people completely, and it takes a long time and a few beers to get everybody on the same page.
What does your device do and how can it be differentiated in the market?
So our device is a non-invasively measurement of blood glucose. And the difference is we have no needle, no pain, so no blood. It's a continuously measurement, but they have a needle, we don't. And the technique we use near-infrared light to get the signals right beneath your skin, and an integrated machine learning system adapt these signals to your skin type and the environment you are in, a lifestyle you have. And so we get more accurate data. And that's a big difference. We do also the skin calibration. That's why we are so accurate.
What inspired you to start this startup?
So my father had diabetic type 2. So you have to buy his measurements in the traditional way every day. So peek his fingers and get the measurement. And my mother had always pregnancy diabetes. So if she were pregnant, he have to do it. So I was in contact with diabetes and the problems they are in. And I'm a person who want to look for solutions when there are problems. And then one night I get the idea and sleep. And then I felt like I have to do this now.
Are you proud of how far you've come?
Yeah, I really don't know that I can do this. And I'm so proud that I did it with my team, that we are all together on this theme and do it every time better.
Do you have any fun facts about diabetes?
Well, I don't know if you know this, but before the 20th century, so before all the CGM systems and things like that, doctors found out if a patient has diabetes by like smelling on the urine or drinking a little bit of it. Because if it would be sweet, it was an indicator that the patient has diabetes.
That is a fun fact.
And another fact is diabetes isn't just about high blood sugar levels. It can actually affect the entire body's metabolism. One of the major complications of diabetes is diabetic ketoacidosis, which occurs when the body starts breaking down the fat too quickly. So the diabetes can kill you. And if you don't do the measurement right or not have a continuous measurement, you will die. That's a sad thing that people die in the 20th century and we are so far with the technology. So that's why we are here and do the Healink.
Stay tuned to our product on our website healink.at.
Thank you for listening and see you in the next episode.
That's it for today. The startup world never stands still, and neither will we. Catch you next time.